The following presentation is brought to you by the Revell Network.
Well, anyway. All right, one more question before we move on to what everyone's waiting for, is the big reveal of some of these new models. You mentioned you've been with the company for 4 years. Where did you come from?
I was with Motorola prior to that.
Oh, very different.
Quite a change, yeah.
Were you surprised to learn all the things that you were just describing to me about how this industry works? And
I certainly have learned quite a bit in terms of how the whole design process and the manufacturing process. So that's definitely been a learning curve for me, and it is quite interesting, and it's more intricate than people really realize until they hear it explained or get involved with it.
I was going to say, the intellectual rigor that goes behind all this, people take for granted, and they go to the stores and I'll take that one. What do you mean you're out of the X-wing? I want, that gets taken for granted. All right, exactly. All right. So without further ado, let's take a look at some of the actual models. You've got how many you're going to show us?
I have 4 models here I'm going to show you from the new movie. And in no particular order, I guess I'll go with, you do want to see the built-up models first?
I'm leaving it in your hands because I don't know what's in front of you.
I'll start with the package. Why don't I do that? Okay, so the first one up, we have Poe's X-Wing Fighter. There you go, and I'll give you a nice close-up of that package.
Oh, yeah. Very nice.
Go.
Okay.
Okay, this is 18 pieces, snap-together model. It's all, let's show you the back here. So you can get a view of the 18 pieces here on the side.
Oh my God, I'm 8 years old all over again. I want one of these. All right.
And you can see we've got some call-outs on here where we talk about, you've got wings that'll expand into attack mode, right? We've got retractable landing gear. We've got an opening canopy, and then here we've got a button on the BB-8 that you push down, and that will activate the vehicle's battle action sounds.
Wow.
Okay.
Too cool.
And then landing gear come off in the back, so you can use it in flight mode, or as well you can display it on your desk. But I suspect children will be running around doing certain things with it, right? Okay, so that's the first one.
All right. You can forget about that Hess toy for toy truck for Christmas, honey.
Yeah, exactly.
I think I want a set of these. Go ahead.
The second one we have is the First Order Special Forces TIE Fighter. There you go.
Oh, those are the coolest, aren't they?
These are very cool. These definitely are. And you can see over here, we're branding this under our Snap-Tight Build and Play model kit line.
And what does that mean exactly?
And that's what's new about this line for us, is this is a line of what we're calling build and play, and the concept is you build it and then you play with it. This is, we've got it here age graded for age grade 6 and above that we talked about. Mm-hmm. We estimate that, we say this is skill level 1, so this is the easiest model that you can build in the Revell line, and we estimate about 30 minutes of build time. Once you put it together, there's endless opportunities of what you can do with it. Here's pictures here on the back. You can see this one has 15 pieces. Okay. Again, all snapped together. Everything is pre-decorated. You don't need any paint. You don't need any glue.
You're reading my mind. I was going to say, when I was a kid, everything was the same color, and then you painted and made things the way you wanted it. That's not the case with these. That you put them together, but there's no painting involved.
That's exactly right. And the idea is that it's easy to put together. The pieces are more durable than what most people are used to seeing in a traditional model. I'll show you here on the inside, and you'll get some better ideas of what I'm talking about. Okay. So here's the third one, Millennium Falcon. This is the updated Millennium Falcon.
Wow.
Which, as you know, you may have seen some of the reveals already. We've got different radar on here. We've got different landing gear on this one. This one is 19 pieces.
Does it come with Han and Chewie? Are they inside?
And we don't have any. They're hidden inside. They're deep down inside. I think they're hiding somewhere.
Okay.
I think they're in their storage bay somewhere.
Got it.
Smuggling bay. But this one has 19 pieces. We've got retractable landing gear, and then you also have lights and sound on this one. We've got the hyperdrive there, lights up in blue. I'll show you.
I see that. Yeah, that looks awesome.
I'll show that to you here in a minute.
Okay.
And then the The last one we have is the other X-Wing. This is the Resistance X-Wing fighter.
Wow.
This is the blue and the silver one. You saw these in the, these are screen, illustrations from the first, trailer that we saw.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So just this is very similar to the other X-Wing, the Pose X-Wing that I showed you. So same number of pieces, also 18 parts, and the same moving features. So I'll show you inside the box now. Let's take the TIE Fighter. So I'll take you here.
Okay.
Okay, and we'll go inside the box.
This is so cool.
And the first thing that you'll notice as you pull this out is we don't have parts on parts trees anymore.
Oh.
Okay, all the parts are individual. So if you remember models from the past, you probably remember
off, right?
You have to cob them off. You need a knife or something. You get little pieces of plastic frayed on the end. None of that anymore. Kids today, they don't know what those are. Right? So we've put these in these little insets here to store them for obviously for shipping, but then make it easy enough for kids to be able to take out. Okay, so I'll take these pieces out here and I'll put it together for you. There's the canopy head. And then, like we were talking about, everything is pre-decorated. So here's your side wings. You don't have to worry about any painting and any glue. And I don't know if it's picking up on the camera, but you've got quite a bit of detail here on
yeah, we can
products.
see that.
Yeah.
Oh. They also look like high-tech speakers.
Yeah, they do. Here you go. Here's the cockpit up close. You can get some visibility to some of the detail that we have going on in there.
Okay.
And there's actually 2 seats in this one. There's a driver in the back. So there's a pilot in the back and in the front. Very simple instruction sheet. It's about 2 pages, only about 6 or 7 steps to put this one together. There's the bottom path. And can you snip that open? Scissors. All right, so if you bear with me, I'll go ahead and put this together.
This is great. And folks, you got to understand while Lou was doing this that the if you get the general manager and vice president of a refrigerator company, he's not going to come on camera and try to put the refrigerator together. So think how cool this really is.
Okay, there's one. Use my own instructions to make sure I'm doing it right. Yeah, yes, exactly. Almost made a mistake. So here we go. Here's the front glass, front windshield going on.
Right. I think anyone who's ever seen a Star Wars movie knows that.
Exactly. Slides right in there easily. Now we'll put the top on. Get the colors lined up. Supposed to do that at the end. But that's something you haven't heard from a model before. No. Sound, right? Our canopy on.
We're seeing things fit together. That's the snap tight. Trademark, I'm sure.
Okay.
Right now, it looks like it could be a droid.
Maybe that's something we should do.
You know, that would a line of droids would be great.
What do you think?
And then you could use my line. You could say, "These are the droids you're looking for."
There you go. And we've made it so that again, a 6-year-old can put it together. So as you're doing this, you'll realize that there are things that you can put in upside down either way, and it won't matter. It'll work properly. So some of our other models, higher end detail, there is only a certain specific way how pieces go together. So that's part of the other engineering challenge that we go through is we think through what's the build process going to be for a 6-year-old. And what happens if they put this part in backwards, and then is the model ruined? So we got to make sure that we have that the child has a good experience with the product. Right?
Do you guys have any experience designing bicycles for Christmas? Because those are a nightmare.
Yeah, we haven't done that, but maybe we should take that under advisement.
Maybe you guys could offer consulting services to
right.
Raleigh and English racers.
There you go. Pieces here on the side. Got a Special Forces antenna. Mm-hmm. Got to be able to communicate. There you go. And the awesome blasters. Right there in front.
Look at that.
So there you go. And now you get your lights on the inside. Hang on.
Okay. Wow.
So there you go. And I'll show you the other ones we have here.
Somebody's reliving a childhood, and it's not me this time, folks.
So yep, we're so here's built up a Pose X-wing, and give you an idea. So here's your landing gear, that retractable landing gear.
Wow.
These landing gear are removable, so you can put it into flight mode.
Okay.
Pop up your wings into attack mode. Opening canopy, so you can see some of the detail there on the inside of the cockpit, and of course you get your sounds as well.
And what powers the sounds and the lights? I'm sure that's the thing parents are wondering.
So great question. Batteries are included. How about that?
Excellent.
Batteries included. They're little watch-size batteries that are right here in the bottom.
Okay.
So they can be replaced, but they should last for quite a while. There you go. So here's the other X-wing. Mm-hmm. Blue view.
Yeah, nice.
Again, everything is pre-decorated. Everything is pre-painted in the factory.
Parents, how are you going to? How could you possibly go wrong getting these for your kids?
Yeah, exactly. And I think the great news here is for Force Friday, we will be at Target and we will be at Toys R Us at $19.99 retail.
For each of the four, or each of the?
For each one, it'll be $19.99. Okay. And you get an idea size-wise. We're just about a little over 7 inches in length here, and in a wingspan, just about the same, about 7 inches in wingspan. And the last one here, got the new Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
Our new radar.
Did the old one have radar? I don't remember seeing that.
Sure, the old one had radar, but it was a circular radar.
Oh, okay.
This one's rectangular.
I guess when you're in space, there's no resistance to be met, so...
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking at. I'm thinking, well, wouldn't that get pressed off? But
so we've got our positionable laser cannons here, and then underneath we've got retractable. There's hyperdrive. Got our retractable landing gear. Just pushes right up in there. Okay, or you can come in for a landing and pull it out. Come in for a landing. So quite a bit of detail on this one.
Oh yeah, look at that! Wow, look at that.
And here's your button here to activate your hyperdrive and your sounds.